Who do you want to be? What legacy do you want to leave behind? Is it a legacy of, a happy legacy? Your family, went on to do great things and were strong men and women of God. Your family helped lead generations to Jesus, and they were productive. They were wealthy. Not that that's not that it's a love of money, because the love of money is the root of all evil, but just that making money came to them naturally. A family full of kindness and health, and a not overly spiritual family, but not like a new age spirituality family, but like a well-rounded follower of Jesus. Do you want a family that represents those characteristics, or do you want a family that has death and destruction and laziness and perversity and adultery and cheating and addiction and drunkenness, and the list goes on with death and destruction? Because sometimes with the choices people make, there's no end to it. There's really no end. And it all starts, where all of this starts? It starts about what you want to do today, right now. What do you want to do with your life? Are you sitting on your butt right now doing absolutely nothing? Are you wasting your time? Are you wasting your time? Seriously. You could be so productive right now. You could help your family be so prosperous and fruitful, and yet you're sitting here on Instagram or TikTok, social media, whatever. Why? That's just the start of bad habits, laziness. It says in Proverbs that a sluggard is like a door hinge turning in his bed. What does this mean? Okay, sluggard is a lazy person, right? Let's go to the fact that Proverbs says that a sluggard is a door hinge. What does a door hinge do? Okay, door hinge moves a lot, but does a door hinge go anywhere? No, it stays in the same place. So, a sluggard, a lazy person, they can be busy, but they don't actually go anywhere. Yeah, your life could be busy. You could sports practice every day, and then once you're done with that, you go to work, and then, sports practice, but you don't actually try in it, and then, you go to work the next day. You could do all these things. You could go hang out with friends. You could have so little time on your hands because of how packed your schedule is. But the thing is, are you going anywhere with it? Are you doing anything with that? What's the fruit of that? Have you gotten better in any of those attributes? Has it taken you years to get farther? How long? How much time you put in, and how much how much labor, how much fruit have you seen out of it? How well has it benefited you? Because if it's taken you 2 years, if it's taken you if it's taken you 4 years to go from frosh soft to JV, there's a problem, and it needs to be addressed. Because you're not lazy, you're busy lazy, which is the greatest waste of time. Laziness is a fix. You get on a routine and you keep yourself accountable, which can be hard to some, but there's a routine to it. The thing is, the secret death behind lazy busy is that you think you're going places, but you're really not. Nothing's happening. Nothing is happening. There's just motion, but it's not going anywhere. The boat is rocking, but it's not moving. It's not moving forward. It would be more beneficial if the boat were going a direction, going forward or backwards. It would be more beneficial if the boat was actually decreasing than if it was just standing still and moving. Do you know why? Because if the boat was standing still and the boat was moving, but it wasn't going anywhere, you still feel the motion. And you think something's going on, but really nothing's happening. You're not going anywhere. But if you're going backwards, if it's decreasing, if your productivity, or if your if your value is lessening in what you're working on, at least something's happening. At least there's something that you can find the improvement for. It's better if you were going backwards than for you to not move at all, because there's room for improvement that you can find, that you can notice. But what are you doing right now? You're sitting here. And obviously, this is a lot of condemnation coming from me. I'm sitting in front of a fireplace, but you don't know what I do behind the scenes. And I hope that just by that word you can be more productive. But is this your calling? Is this your sign to go out and be more productive? Maybe, I don't know, go to the gym or something. If you do, I don't do that. You can kind of tell by my build, I'm a little bit stocky. But that's because I don't have the time to, and that's not in my priorities. What you need to do with your what you need to do with growing in your discipline and growing in your ability to not be lazy busy is you need to pursue your passions. Because look, if you have the reason why you should pursue your passion specifically is that if you have passion for something and you work hard for it, you can get anywhere you want. If you have talent and you have discipline and you keep working towards it, you can get anywhere you want in that field. But if you just have talent and you don't have a passion for it, your ability is going to run out once you reach your talent's potential. And there are obviously still some people who don't have any talent, yet they worked really hard to where they got, and they're above most people in their field. The thing is, you need to apply to your passions, because that's, if you run out of, if you lose the fire and you run out of like momentum, you get burnt out, the passion is what keeps you going. So if you're doing something that you're not passionate about, then it's gonna die. It's gonna fail. Simple and plain. And leading this back to how this impacts your legacy is bad company corrupts good character. It says that in the Bible. Bad company corrupts good character. Jesus says that. And so if obviously a husband or wife, their kids are their company, and their kids' company is them. So if these kids are raised, if these generations and generations are raised with unproductive people who don't have discipline, who don't have determination, they don't have drive, they're not going anywhere, they're not doing anything productive, then that's gonna show what they are. That's gonna turn into the kids. It's gonna turn into the kids.
So we got you, and y'all need to make sure to subscribe to Jake. Stop playing, stop freeloading, hit that subscribe button, and put on the push notifications. You already know. Let's go.